Another difficult result on the road against Barry Town United on Sunday, Greg. Do you have any final thoughts as we look back on that one?
Yeah, obviously, it was a very, very disappointing result. Obviously, the most disappointing result and probably the most embarrassing result of the season so far. Obviously, we've had a few losses beforehand against the top teams, but to lose 4-1 against Barry, who, a team that we beat 5-0 comfortably at the start of the season, to go down there and get beat 4-1, obviously on paper it looks extremely embarrassing, but I think you've just got to look at what went on, what I had to deal with on Sunday, what the players had to deal with on Sunday. With players dropping out of the squad on the day of the game, it was very difficult to readjust everyone's mindset, and we were right up against it from before we'd even left Park Hall on Sunday morning. So it's really disappointing and really hard to accept, really, because I've been here a long time, and I know obviously we've had a lot of success over the years as a player, and I know all that success was brought about because of not just because of 11 players that go onto a pitch, but because of a squad of 16, 17, 18, 19 players who need to give absolutely everything they got. So it's just disappointing that the players, we've had players this season have been battling through knee injuries, ankle injuries, week in, week out, playing through pain barriers that they shouldn't be playing through, and then so to be let down like they were on Sunday morning was very difficult to accept, and it's just something that can't happen if you want success.
Well, we don't have to wait too long to return to action. We host Wrexham here at Park Hall tomorrow. Is it a good thing that we get the chance to go back out on the pitch tomorrow and try and put that wrong right so quickly?
Yeah, it's always, you just want to play football games at the end of the day. Training's great, but at the end of the day, it's about playing games of football and winning games of football, and it's something that we want to get back to as soon as possible. We were on a great run, 7 wins on the bounce, either side of Christmas. Obviously, two very heavy results in the last 2 weeks. It's certainly not an easy time to go into a game like that. Obviously with, like I say, the scenarios that went on Sunday, and various injuries that we've got. But I know Wrexham are the same. Wrexham have got some injuries and missing players, and that's what happens as you get through the season. It's it's whatever team is able to deal with that the best. Will come out on top. So yeah, we're excited for it. Fingers crossed to be a great crowd there. Fingers crossed to be a good atmosphere. And I know the girls are really looking forward to the experience.
Well, Wrexham and the New Saints have been closely matched this season, both sitting inside the top 4, separated by just 3 points. Those stats would suggest a tight game tomorrow, but what sort of contest are you expecting?
Yeah, I think it will be a tight game. Obviously, it's a bit of a rival match, I suppose. Obviously, they're only up the road, so there's obviously a lot of bragging rights at stake. So we'll just be doing everything we can to make sure that we come away with 3 points. We'll treat it the same as every other game. It's important that we just concentrate on ourselves, and what will be will be.
Well, the top 4 race looks like it's going to go to the wire again. How much of an advantage does our previous experience last year of being involved in that tight race give us?
Yeah, I think the girls are extremely experienced now. The harsh lessons that we learned in the first 2 seasons, and the way we sort of overcome various obstacles last year to obviously scrape into the top 4, but then obviously we kicked on in the second phase and showed that we were more than worthy of being there. So the girls are still fully confident we can make that top 4. I'm certainly extremely confident we can make that top 4. Like you say, it's probably going to come down to that last game against Aberystwyth by the looks of it. I don't think there's going to be too much between the 2 teams looking at the running that we've got. So we'll just be doing everything we can to make sure that we're in the best shape possible for the next 3 games, and we'll see where we are.
Tomorrow's game will be a first for the New Saints women as well. It will be live on TNS TV, broadcast across the UK and internationally. It's a chance for the players to put in a good display in front of a big crowd, and it shows the commitment of the club to put this stream into place.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Obviously, the club have put an unbelievable amount of hard work in behind the scenes to promote the game the way they have, and having the game live streamed is something that's going to be new for the girls, but something they deserve. They deserve to be able to showcase their ability on on the live stream. So fingers crossed that's a success. A massive opportunity for the players, and it's hard work for all the commitment. It's go back to Sunday, there were some players there that got thrown in the deep end big time. On another day, if other players were available, then potentially they wouldn't have been there. But it's they've gone out of their way. They've showed unbelievable commitment to be there. And they'll be rewarded tomorrow when they're included in the squad again because of the commitment that they've shown on Sunday. So we've got a couple of injuries to come back as well. Ridgie's back in the squad through injury. Evie was injured, back in the squad. So there'll be a big boost. Fingers crossed, Kens will be absolutely fine for tomorrow. So we'll be in a really good position tomorrow.
When we last spoke roughly a week ago, finally, Greg, you mentioned 1 or 2 potential transfer incomings. Is there any further developments down the line you can bring us up to speed with?
Yeah, I've spoken to a couple of players, which unfortunately they're just a little bit too settled at their current clubs. So there's another couple that we're in touch with this week. But yeah, obviously behind the scenes we're still working hard and doing absolutely everything we can to bring in 2 or 3 players in the next 2 to 3 weeks and strengthen the squad.